Hello, this is Nelson Litswini. Let me tell you something. There was this point in my life when I felt like I needed a good sermon, not just sensational sermon that would get me excited for a few days and then I would slump back into the rut. I needed a sermon that would start a transformational process within me, not just a sermon that would just be, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I needed a long sermon. I was at that point in my life when I needed a long sermon that would engage me, that would challenge my beliefs, that would challenge my behavior, that would challenge so many things about me and transform me. And so I looked for that sermon, and that sermon hadn't been preached yet. It hadn't been written. So I made a decision, this was around 2005, to write the sermon myself. And little did I know that when I engaged on the journey of writing that sermon, it was going to be a truly transformational, long journey. It was great. Even as I researched the project and worked on it, it was working on me. And it was not just a 20 minutes thing. It took me 5 years from the start to the end, about 5 to 6 years actually, of writing that sermon until to the point where I said, okay, the sermon is done. And so it wasn't just a theoretical, find scriptures, write, preach to someone else. That 5 years was a process of changing my faith, my beliefs, my way of doing things, my relationship, not just to God, but to life itself and to other people around me. So 5 years of writing, and even today when I feel like I need a good sermon, I still go back to that sermon. I think it was great like that. In 2014, I decided maybe I should publish this sermon as a book. Now, to make sure that it wasn't just my own ideas, I wanted to give it to someone to review. And I was spoiled for choice. There's so many people I could have given to, but I wanted somebody who knew me but didn't know me so intimately that when I gave them this, they would judge me instead of judging the book. I wanted them to judge the book on its own account and not mix it with, who's this guy to write such a thing. You know how that could happen. So there's a preacher called Steve Johnson who used to lead one of the largest churches in New York City. And I emailed him. I said, I've written this book. If you have anything to say, to add, please say so. And if you think it's worth publishing, please write the foreword for me. Now, Stephen Johnson was a great preacher. He's the only man, I'm sure there'll be many men, but there's the only man I know who took the 40 days and 40 nights fast, just like Jesus did. And I was there in New York City when he broke his fast. About 2014, when I asked him to do this, he was leading a church in Portland, Oregon. He's still there today, Portland, Oregon, in the USA. And so he read the book and he agreed to write the foreword to the book. Now let me read snippets of what he said, a little bit of what he said in the foreword. He said, Nelson, thank you for writing this book. I needed it. I read it while directing a play in Singapore and found it a source of encouragement and inspiration. As I get older, I find the biggest battle is for my faith. Your book has been the most powerful thing I have read in a long time and has stirred a childlike faith that prevailed into my early adult years, but seems to have dimmed during the years I need it most. Like you, I wish to grow stronger and nearer to God. You have helped me in the battle of doubts and you have refreshed me. You are an inspiration, as is this wonderful book. I hope everyone we know reads it and passes it on to others. So that book that I'm talking about, just want to show it to you over here, is a book that is called Faith and Purpose. This is the book that I published in 2014 and gave it to Steve Johnson to review for me. So he's got that in the foreword. Now, I want to read the epilogue, the end of the book over here, so you have an idea what this book is all about. It says, faith is art and science. Faith is the process of becoming one with your desires and becoming one with your Creator, and thus bringing your desires forth into reality. Faith is shattering the illusion of your separateness from both God and the things we perceive to be missing from our lives. When this loop is closed, you live by faith. We have been given everything we need for life and godliness. The 5 senses of our bodies give us information that influence the way we perceive the world. By our will and purpose, we can determine what we look at, listen to, smell, taste, and get engaged with. By going beyond our senses, we can step into the realm of the invisible and remember that all the visible came forth from the invisible. Then we shall walk by faith, not by sight. We shall be directed by purpose and not the whims of life. Now that is the sermon that took me many years, like I said, 5 years to write. And to this very day, when I feel like I need something, I still go back to this book, Faith and Purpose. And I wanted to just share that with you so that in case you feel at this moment that you need some faith, I think it could be something like Steve Johnson said. He says, in that foreword, the book has been the most powerful thing he's read in a long time. And I hope everyone we know reads it and passes it on to others. So in honoring the pass it on to others wish that my friend Stephen Johnson has said, I am saying you can get it access to the book. It's available on Amazon. I'll put a link at the bottom of this video so that you can have access to it. I think it's $3.49 or something on the Amazon platform. But of course, you can also get the hard copy on Amazon, and you can order it if you are close to us where we are. We can send it to you as well. So that is what I wanted to share with you today. Is there's always a point in your life when you feel like you need transformation, and at 20 minutes someone is just not gonna do it. Perhaps like me, you can get on that journey. It doesn't have to take you 5 years. It took me 5 years to write. I'm sure you can be done in 3 to 4 hours of reading, and read it again and again. I still read it again and again. So that's what I wanted to share with you. Faith and purpose, living life to the full without guilt, fear, or regrets. And you'll be able to this book over here. You'll be able to find it on Amazon. I will leave a link right here. Faith and Purpose, Living Life to the Full Without Fear, Guilt, or Regrets. Thanks for paying attention. See you later. Bye-bye now.